What did I just watch? Let's just get into it. Welcome to My Geek Therapy, where you help me and I help you process everything in the world of geek. Today, we're talking about last night's mid-season finale of The Walking Dead. Now, this episode was entitled Start to Finish, which is a fantastic title because from start to finish, I was angry, confused, and frustrated at all of the motivations from these characters. This is going to be a little bit more of a frustrating therapy session than normal. I'm wearing my Keep Calm shirt, as you can see, trying to keep it all together, but this episode just frustrated me to no end, and let's talk about why. Ron and Sam, the Anderson boys, Rick killed their father. We have the walkers descending upon Alexandria. Everybody's trying to protect each other and keep everybody safe. And what does Ron do? Ron locks himself and Carl in a garage and tries to kill him. Thankfully, Carl is such a badass that Ron does not succeed. But what happens in the process? Ron breaks a window in the garage. The walkers hear it, descend upon the location, and then they get into the house. Why? Carl, why didn't you kill him? Ron Anderson needs to die. Carl, you need to kill him. Walk in the room, shut the door. Carl immediately pulls out his gun and says, "Give me your gun." And Ron's like, "Oh, Carl, I'm sorry. Carl said, "Give me your gun." Carl takes the gun, put it in his back, and then Carl just goes, "I did it, man. My dad killed your dad. But you have to understand something. Your dad was an asshole. Fade to black." Carl, badass. But why did he just kill him? Ron tried to kill Carl, meaning that is going to happen again. He's just a liability. He needs to be taken care of. The other Anderson child, Sam, his character is just so annoying. His mother asked him to stop playing that music at one point in the episode, yet you still hear that creepy theme. Tiptoe through the window. Adds to the ambiance. He needs to turn that off. Why is he upstairs in his room during a zombie apocalypse listening to such a creepy song? He needs to die. He needs to go. Cover themselves in walker guts and try to maneuver themselves through to get to the armory in order to get the walkers out of here and to protect everybody. What does Sam do? Mom? All I wanted was one of those zombies to just jump out and bite him. Mom. He needs to go. And in the meantime, while you're chewing on Sam, grab Ron, eat them both. They have to go. The second thing that frustrated me about this episode was Eugene, Mr. Mullet. After a while, you gotta realize it's us or it's them or the people you love. And the fact that he constantly gets in the way and really adds no real skill to this group except to be a liability that somebody has to run out and save every time, he needs to die. It's gonna happen eventually, but it needs to happen now. The third thing that really upset me about this episode was Morgan and Carol. I am actually a huge fan of Morgan. I think Morgan's character has changed probably the most next to Carol throughout this entire series. While I do feel like you have to have kind of a cutthroat mentality during the apocalypse, you still need that one person on your team that's going to keep you from going over the edge. Morgan is that character for this group, so I really do love him. But don't get it twisted. I am pissed off at Morgan. Why are you keeping a wolf? And I don't even know his name. He's just Wolf. Why are you keeping a wolf in the basement because you feel like you can do to him what someone did to you and actually make him into a better person? Here's the thing, Morgan. You were able to be made into a better person because you were already a good person. You were already a person of morals before this whole apocalypse started. You were a good man. You were a father. You were a husband. You had a conscience. You had morals before this whole thing started, which is why you were able to be brought back from your madness and become somewhat a normal person again. We don't know that about this wolf. He may have been a killer since the time he was born. We have no idea. There's nothing to revert him back to because, as far as we know, he's always been this vicious and evil and he needs to die. I knew the moment that Carol got in that house, she was going to try to kill that wolf. Apparently, Carol is also Batman because Carol cuts the lights in the house, surprises Morgan, pushes him to the side, steals the keys in the process, and then runs downstairs and tries to kill the wolf. Morgan, with his Donatello Ninja Turtle bow staff, and tells Carol, "I can't let you do that. can't let you kill him. Carol is the ultimate badass. Carol looks at him like, Morgan, if you don't move, I will kill you, so I kill him. No, you won't. I won't let you. Two of my favorite characters going at it. At this point, all I wanted was Carol not to kill Morgan, but for her to somehow be able to kill that wolf. And then Morgan pulls a Bane and picks up Carol above his head and slams her on the concrete. Carol could have a broken back. Carol could have a concussion. Carol could have memory loss. Do not let her be dead. I will never watch this show again if they had a human being get ripped apart on top of Glenn. No. Carol better not be dead. I promise you, if Carol's dead, this will be the first and last video about The Walking Dead. This is the last thing, because we're going to end this, because I've already given this episode too much attention already, is Deanna. She gets bit in the process. She couldn't help that. But then, we did at least get this cool shot out of it. When Michonne comes in and she goes, I can do it for you. And she goes, no. So, okay, fine. You want to commit suicide? You want to end your own life? You want to have that power in your hands? Fine. She opens the door, and instead of using the gun to kill herself, she uses it to shoot a couple of zombies in the head, and she just screams. Here's the thing, Deanna. You're still alive. You're not a zombie yet. But, what could possibly be the saving grace of this episode is actually the fact that Negan was announced. So, that's it today for Geek Therapy on The Walking Dead mid-season finale. Let me know what you think. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe at the bottom, and I'll see you soon.